Hi guys. Well, finally the KNB 2025 applications have started, and you have until 21st. Yeah, you have until 21st March to apply for this scholarship. And for those who don't know, what KNB scholarship is, well, it's a fully funded scholarship provided by the government of Indonesia for foreign students to pursue their bachelor's, master's, or PhD in Indonesia. And in today's video, I'm going to guide you through how the application process works, what are the requirements, and stuff like that. So let's begin. Well, I have the KNB Scholarship 2025 application guide open here in front of me, and this booklet is actually where you can find all the details and all the information related to the scholarship. It is available on the official website of KNB. If you scroll down to the application information section, you will see an option to download the KNB scholarship guide. So you can just download it from there, or I'll just link it down in the description. So firstly, we will discuss about the university and study programs in this scholarship. Well, for this year, there are in total 34 universities which are participating in this scholarship program, and there are 998 study programs being provided by these universities in total. And when it comes to finding the information of what university is providing which course, then if you scroll to the end of this document, you'll find a full list of the study programs and the level of programs and the university names and which programs they are providing. So all the details are given here. And also, if you also in the end part, you'll see the contact information of all the university in charge persons. So in case you have any question related to the specific course or specific university, you can just contact the person in charge. And after that, we'll take a look at the program structure. Well, firstly, KNB scholarship. For KNB scholarship, it is mandatory for you to study Bahasa Indonesia, as it's the official language in Indonesia. So the way this program works is like, let's say I am actually a bachelor student, and my the main bachelor's program is for 4 years, but I'll be given the scholarship for 5 years, because for the first year I'll have to study BIPA program, which is Indonesian language training program for foreigners. And in this 1 year, I'll be learning about the Indonesian language, the cultures and stuff, and this is mandatory. The second thing is a preparatory program. Well, there are few universities, and few universities have a policy that for a student to be enrolled in their specific course, the student should have some prerequisite knowledge in the related to this subject. And in case you are enrolled in such an university and you do not have that prerequisite knowledge, or you did not study that subject in your bachelor's or your high school, the university will provide you with a preparatory program, which I guess will be during the BIPA course. So you will have to take that program alongside BIPA. Another thing is related to the academic programs. Well, for doctorate degree, which is PhD, the maximum time for you to complete the degree is 8 semesters. For master's degree, it's 4 semesters, and for bachelor's, it's again is 8 semesters. And for KNB, if you want to maintain the scholarship, KNB has a rule that you have to maintain a certain level of GPA, and also being punctual and disciplined also counts. So overall, you'll have to be a good student if you want to keep the scholarship. Well, other thing is related to the scholarship coverage and duration. Like for duration, I told you it's maximum 8 semesters for bachelor's, but also added 1 year of the BIPA program. So for bachelor's it's 5 years, for master's it's 3 years, and for the PhD it's again 5 years. So that's about the duration. If you, let's say, fail a semester or something, or if your graduation is delayed more than the specified timeline, you'll have to cover the other expenses on your own, like the extra fees for the semester and stuff. You'll have to pay it on your own. Well, let's check how much the scholarship provides and what are the things covered. So firstly, there will be a settlement allowance given to you upon your arrival in Indonesia. The arrival, I don't know if even this year it's going to be September, but usually students arrive in Indonesia late August or September. So once you are in Indonesia, you will be provided with a settlement allowance, which is like an amount for you to actually get, you know, comfortable in Indonesia. Like, let's say you want to buy food and stuff, because as you're new, there will be a lot of things that you will have to buy for yourself, and mostly you will be eating outside. So for that, there will be a settlement allowance given. The second one is a tuition fee in the BIPA program and academic program, as long as the duration of the scholarship. All your tuition fees and all the other extra fees for the BIPA program and the, you know, your main bachelor's, master's or PhD program will be covered, so you don't have to worry about the tuition fees. Second one is that during the BIPA and the academic program, a monthly living allowance will be provided to you. Well, let's say this living allowance is kind of a salary that the government provides you with money enough for you to survive or to make sure you are comfortable in Indonesia. Let's say for your food, your accommodation, your traveling and stuff. I actually have a video based on this, like how much the KNB provides every month, but I cannot say, I'm not sure if the amount will be same, but as for me, I get that specific amount and it's more than enough for me to, you know, have a very comfortable life in Indonesia. So a living monthly allowance will be provided to you. Another thing is a research and book allowance will be provided to you monthly. So let's say for your bachelor's you have to buy books, for your research as well you have to buy books, also for masters you need to purchase academic books. So for that, KNB will provide you money separately so that you are able to cover the extra academic costs. Other thing is an health insurance. Health insurance will be provided. The money for it will be provided by the government, so that you don't have any health complications here in the foreign country. Also, funding for publishing scientific articles. This one is applicable for PhD, but I'm not sure if you are a bachelor student or a master student. Then the KNB will provide funding for your thesis publication as well. Other thing is economy class air ticket for arrival and for returning. So KNB will pay for your tickets from your home country. Let's say for me, I came from Mumbai to Surabaya and all the traveling cost was covered by KNB. And also once I'm done with my program, once I have graduated, KNB will provide me a ticket to go back from Surabaya to my home country. And maybe for this one, students might have doubts like, will they provide you money for you to go back home during holidays as well? Then the answer is no. The only air tickets or airfare provided by KNB are the return and the arrival tickets. Apart from this, if you want to visit home during holidays, you'll have to cover it on your own. And there's a rule that KNB students must return to home countries no later than 60 days after the program ends or after the student is declared to have graduated, as long as their resident permit has not expired. And a program completion is not necessarily graduation or a commencement ceremony. Return ticket will be booked by host universities. So it means that once you have graduated, once your university declares that you have graduated, you only have until 60 days to stay in Indonesia. Once the 60 days are over, you have to go back. Even if you have graduated, you have to go back in those 60 days. And then talking about the duration, well, the BIPA course, it's maximum 12 months. If you fail the BIPA course, I think you won't be allowed to pursue the scholarship any further. The doctorate program is 8 semesters, masters 4 semesters, and bachelor's 8 semesters as well. And also, important thing is that the money provided by KNB scholarship is calculated to support the KNB students cost only. In case you want to bring your family members or someone else here, and you are expecting KNB to cover their expenses, then it's not possible. Sorry, you'll have to cover it on your own cost. This will be considered as personal expenses, and it's supposed to be borne by the students themselves. Okay, now the important thing is, what are the requirements for this scholarship and how can you apply? So when it comes to application, the only way is through the KNB official portal. You just sign in, log in, and you'll find the requirements there. You have to upload your documents there. I'll make a separate video guiding you through this, but let's talk about the requirements first. When it comes to bachelor's degree, the maximum age for you to apply for the scholarship is 21 years old, and you should not be more than 21 years after like December 31st 2025. So if you are 21 now, you still have time, you can apply, or else you cannot. The second one is you need to hold a high school degree, and in case you have a bachelor's degree already, you cannot apply for bachelor's degree again. So let's say you studied bachelor's in management last time, but now you want to change to engineering. Not possible, because you have already graduated with a bachelor's degree, so you won't be accepted for bachelor's. You can apply for master's, not for bachelor's. And other thing is an English proficiency test. Either you can submit TOEFL ITP, TOEFL IBT, and the score is supposed to be 53, IELTS or TOEIC. Or an alternative is that if you are coming from an English speaking country, a country where the first language is English, you will be exempted from this certificate. But also, if you are not from an English speaking country, you need to provide proof that your previous study or diploma was all taught in English to you. Let's say the official transcript is supposed to be in English. It should be written that all the courses were conducted in English, and also there needs to be a proof certificate by your school or university. But I already gave you this advice in my previous videos as well, that it is the best to have official English proficiency test. Like for me, I applied using IELTS, and it increases your chances of getting into the scholarship. Another requirement is a recommendation letter to apply for the KNB scholarship from the Indonesian embassy or the Indonesian consulate general. For this one, for Indians, I've already made a video on how you can contact the Indonesian embassy in India. But for those who belong to some other country, what you can do is just scroll down to the end of the document, and you will find all the contact details, websites and emails related for your own country's representatives. So you can contact them and ask them what are the requirements to receive a recommendation letter from them for you to apply for KNB scholarship, and I'm sure they will surely let you know. I had this one person contacted me saying that they tried contacting the embassy in their country, but they do not have any response. In this case scenario, I would recommend you to recheck the email again. Make sure that the email is same as the one provided in the guidebook, because in the guidebook it's the authentic and current email. So you can just email to them and ask for a recommendation letter. After this, you need a recommendation letter from employer or immediate supervisor in Bahasa or English if working. So this one is not compulsory this year. Last year it was at red asterisk, so I had to provide this one. But in case you do not have any work experience, you are exempted from providing this letter. For me, I had work experience while I was in school, so I provided it but if you don't work, no need to. And then an academic recommendation letter from your previous school in English or Bhasa. So an academic recommendation letter from your previous teacher or principal is a requirement, so you'll have to attach that. Other thing is provide the scanned academic certificate and academic transcript copy of high school degree in English or Bhasa that has been legalized by Ministry of Education and Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Well, your academic certificate and academic transcript is supposed to be attached, and also it's supposed to be legalized by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Education. I have made another video, separate video on this topic for Indians, how to get your documents apostilled in India. And well, for Indians I would like to clarify that as I was from the CBSC board, we usually, our academic transcript and the academic certificate is the same. So you don't have to go searching for where is my certificate and transcript, because I was confused related to this, because the academic transcript and certificate are the same, and it's written on top that this is her graduation certificate and the transcript. In case you are from other state boards, I think you receive your academic mark sheet and a graduation certificate separately, so make sure you have both, and if you have to, then you'll have to legalize both. If you are from CBSE, you'll have to apostille only one document, which is your 12th class 12th mark sheet. And for people who are from different countries, please make sure you do your own research related to the legalization process in your own country. The thing is proof of citizenship by submitting official passport, which is still valid for at least December 31st, 2026. Passport is important. You cannot apply using some other proof of citizenship. Passport is the only acceptable one. And then you have to complete your online application form on the website. I will make a separate video for this. And when it comes to documents, the requirements is that it must be scanned into electronic documents. When it comes to scanning, either what you can do is you can use a doc scanner app. You cannot just simply click a picture and upload that photo won't be accepted. It should be a scanned document. What you can do is install a document scanner app and scan your documents using it. Or the other thing you can do is just go to a Xerox shop or a computer shop, ask them that you want to scan these documents, and they will actually provide you with a nicely scanned document which is clear, because usually with phone the documents scanned are not that clear. So make sure you scan the document and don't submit a photocopy. Your application will be rejected. And then the maximum size is supposed to be 300 KB, and you can only make one registration account for KNB scholarship. Do not make 2 accounts, and do not try to apply for 4 different universities. Your application will straight be rejected. And then let's talk about master's degree. Well, the maximum age for master's students to apply is 35 years. You need to hold a bachelor's degree, and again, you cannot hold a master's degree, you won't be eligible to apply for masters again. For TOEFL English proficiency test, the TOEFL ITP, the score is supposed to be 500. IELTS, the score is supposed to be 6. The requirements are high for masters. And the certificate should be obtained within the last 2 years, or else it's considered invalid. Make sure the certificate you have is not expired. And again, the rule applies same, that if you completed your study in English, you need a proof of document to show that I completed my study in English. But I'd again recommend have IELTS. IELTS is the best. IELTS or TOEFL. And then again, the recommendation letter, the process is the same. And recommendation letter from your employer or immediate supervisor if working. For this one, they say if you were working, but if you can, maybe get a recommendation letter from the employer. This optional part actually increases your chances of getting into the scholarship, so give your 100%. Again, academic recommendation letter, scanned academic certificate, and academic transcript. Yeah, all the other requirements are the same. For PhD students, let's see. For PhD students, the maximum age is 40. You need to hold a bachelor's degree, and again, you cannot have a previous PhD degree. Yeah, the extra requirement for PhD students is that you need to have one more recommendation letter, which is from a supervisor. Like, let's say you want to study in my university, then what you'll have to do is contact a professor in this university, the field which you want to apply to, and tell them that you are interested in studying at this university, and you want the professor to be your guide, and that you want to work on research with him. If the professor accepts you as a student, he will provide you with a recommendation letter, and with that recommendation letter you can apply or come to this university. If you don't have a recommendation letter from a professor, you cannot apply for the scholarship. It's more like an invitation from the professor for you to join his research, so make sure you have that. The thing is, provide a statement of purpose that at least states the purpose of the study, the origin of the interest, study, and blah 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 blah. Yeah, you know what a statement of purpose is if you're a PhD student, obviously, and then you can apply with it. IELTS, English proficiency test, the requirements are the same. Also, the recommendation letter from the Indonesian representatives, it's required, and then the recommendation letter from your employer or immediate supervisor, let's say your previous professors. Academic recommendation letter is the same. Academic transcripts, legalized, and all the other requirements are the same, so make sure you apply. Other section is how to apply for the scholarship. For this section, I will actually make a separate video properly explaining of how you can apply and stuff. So let's talk about the schedule. Well, the time to submit the application is from 3 to 21st March. The time is not that long though, so hurry up. The administrative selection is from 24 to 9th May. So the first thing will be that the KNB, they will go through your application and will check if all the documents you provided are valid and proper or no. If there is any missing document, your application will be rejected. After this, the applications will be processed to the universities, and then you will have selection academic interview and psycho test, and yeah, the interview and test will be conducted by the university, and then announcement of batch 1, like KNB will announce the first batch of students who have been selected. After this announcement, if you want to accept the scholarship, make sure you register. Like, after the result is out, you have to sign a document on the official website, so make sure you do, or else they'll consider that you do not want the scholarship. After the re-registration is done, there will be announcement of the second batch of scholarships. So in case there are scholars who did not register and there are quota still left, so scholars, like students who have not been accepted in the first round, will be accepted in the second round, and then again re-registration, and then this will continue until 11 June, and from 21st July to 22 August, the immigration documents, your visa and stuff will be prepared, and then from 25 to 31st August you will be arriving in Indonesia, and then your BIPA program will start in September 2025. And here I see my picture. That's my photo there. Anyways, yeah, after this, if you scroll, they have Indonesian representatives contact, so you can contact these given people in case you have any doubt related to getting a recommendation letter from the embassy, then they have contact details for the university and person in charge. And then again, if you scroll, there is a page of FAQs, frequently asked questions. So go through it in case you have any question. Maybe your question is addressed there, or just ask me. If whenever I have time, I'll reply. And then you have a list of university programs and program study lists. So yeah, all the detail is here. All I can say is good luck with your application, and I hope to see you in Indonesia soon. So bye bye, take care, and I'll make another video for how to apply. Meanwhile, prepare the documents and stuff. Bye bye.